goals in the first half. We had some chances, but yeah, as I said, that's Champions League, and they are a good side as well. So. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the goal tonight. You got the goal, the first goal, but you had a chance within the first 2 minutes. How did you feel when you saw that one fly wide?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great ball, the first one from Miles. We were talking about this before the game, that I could attack that space in the box, and he did great with the ball. And yeah, just could have done better in that one. And in the goal, I tried to wait a little bit to see if you then be Victor's goals, and then it touches the post, and then I scored, and yeah, it was a good goal as well. So yeah, happy with the goal and the victory as well.
Against Olympiacos at the Emirates, looking at the back page of The Sun, they've gone on the left-hand side there. He gabs Gabriel Martinelli with another goal tonight, the opening goal at the Emirates. Shaban, for a man that was under pressure, that was criticised, he seems like he's up to the challenge of challenging for his jersey each game.
Yeah, absolutely. You cannot take that away from Martinelli. That's 3 and 4 now for him, really proving a point. And Jess, we have this conversation tonight, watching that performance from Arsenal, seeing what they've been able to do at the weekend and closing the gap at the top of the table that little bit more. I mean, Mikel Arteta has the most outstanding squad. You know, you can look at his bench and go, wow, magic. And again, it's the finishers coming on tonight. It was Bukayo Saka, comes on and wins them the game to make it 2-0. And at that point, actually, it was starting to turn, wasn't it? They were under a wee bit of pressure towards full time. But I mean, all round brilliant. And I know you guys are going to say it, so let me say it first. But Martin Odegaard, absolutely sensational. Could have had 4 assists tonight. They could have scored a few more. But the one thing that'll come away from watching that game from tonight is, should Arsenal be killing these games sooner? Should they be far more clinical in these situations? But they were magnificent. Odegaard, guys, I don't know if it's his new haircut, but wow, he was magic tonight. He was so good. So impressive. And Ria, this is coming from a team that made 6 changes after that dramatic win against Newcastle last time out. We talk about Arsenal's strength in depth this season, and there it was tonight in full view.
Look at the second half. They brought Saka, Eze, and Declan Rice off the bench. It's if you can do that, you're in pretty good shape. And I think Saka in particular, I think he's a fabulous player. They might have a little bit of an issue now with Madueke. I don't think he was going to be knocking Saka out of the starting lineup in the long term, but to be able to rotate it around and have that choice of Martinelli, Trossard, Saka, Madueke, Eze, all of those as wide options, that's absolutely devastating. But when we look at Arsenal, and particularly nights like this evening where they're very, very strong going forward, I did think they rode their luck a little bit in the second half. Certainly, going to Shaban's point, they should have killed that game off a little bit sooner for what they created. But in terms of the balance of that squad and the qualities that they've got, we're talking about a team that we're into October now and they've conceded 3 goals this season. It's a fantastic defence. It's a fantastic attack. It's the deepest squad in the Premier League. So, if not now, when? As the phrase goes, for them actually delivering on this. I know we've kind of had this recurring conversation about Arsenal psychologically, whether or not there's a hurdle there that they need to get over in their own minds before they can deliver. But really, they've got every single ace in the pack at the moment. It looks like a season when they could do something special. I think, again, we'll probably come on to Liverpool at some point where they're at. We've spoken a bit about City, but when I look at that Arsenal squad, I don't see an inferiority to anyone else out there. So it's a very promising season for them, and they were also building, just to sort of disappear down a slight tangent here, but this home record as well that they've got in Europe at the moment is astonishing. I think 8 Champions League games. They've not conceded a goal. It's, everything right there when you look at it should be in place, but it's Arsenal. We've got quite a hefty body of work accumulated in the past that shows that they won't get it done. So I think they've got a great chance here.
Arsenal continued their impressive European form with a commanding 2-0 victory over Olympiacos, showcasing their growing confidence on the Champions League stage. Goals, slick passing, and a dominant performance underlined Mikel Arteta's men as serious contenders, while Newcastle also enjoyed success on their European night, sealing an important win to fuel their momentum. Meanwhile, Manchester City were held to a surprising draw, reminding fans that even Europe's elite can stumble. With Arsenal and Newcastle celebrating statement victories, the balance of power in the competition suddenly feels a little more open and unpredictable.